Yes. Welcome everyone to a new episode of the Arcadia series of webinars. Today here we have colleagues from GDI from Croatia who will talk us about digital tools for energy and climate planning. So today we have this webinar structured a little bit differently. So we will have first a presentation from Ivan Lukić on green infrastructure, energy, and mapping of urban heat islands. And then he will present. We will have a short round of discussion and questions. And then Tomislav Tesla will present the Energy Atlas for the City of Zagreb. Please note that this meeting is recorded. You're free to keep your microphone and camera off. And I ask you to keep your microphone off during the presentation. If you have questions, you can post them in the chat during the presentation. And during the question and answer, you will also have the chance to unmute your mic and ask directly our presenters the questions. So I present you Ivan Lukić, who is the head of digital reality and GIS solutions at GDI. He has more than 20 years of experience in different GIS and remote sensing projects and implementation of different geospatial topics, which include, but are not only limited to digital photogrammetry, image classification, 3D modeling, GIS solutions across several sectors, including environment, transport, telecommunication, security, and local and regional governments. He is currently leading the team of experts for implementation and configuration of different GIS solutions, and he has recently finished implementing the Green Infrastructure Registry for the Ministry of Physical Planning in Croatia, and the implementation of solar map applications for cities and municipalities. So, Ivan, thanks for joining, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Gloria, for this great introduction. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Just confirm me, okay? As Gloria said, today's topic is related to digital tools for energy and climate planning. In GDI, we have some experience and we did some projects and some research on these topics. And I will present you first two solutions that we made. One is Green Infrastructure Registry, and the other one is Mapping Urban Heat Island. The first one is actually application that it's already in production and it's used by the Ministry of Special Planning in Croatia. And the other one, Mapping of Urban Heat Islands, is something or some kind of research that we did on how to map potential locations of heat islands in Croatia. Concrete example will be in the city of Zagreb. I will show a few slides regarding the results and data used. So Green Infrastructure Registry, as I said, is application that we made for Ministry of Special Planning in Croatia, and the reason why Ministry decided to go into this project was related to EU Nature Restoration Law, which states that until 31st of December of 2030, all urban area or all urban green structures should be mapped or evidented, and all canopy coverage should be also mapped, and there shouldn't be any loss of urban and green surfaces, and also no canopy coverage loss after that date. And there should be monitoring of that in every 6 years, and also there are some exceptions on these should I say rules. The cities and the urban areas that already have more than 45% of total urban areas with greenery and more than 10% of canopy are exception of this rule. But overall, the conclusion was that all greenery should be evidented and should not decrease after 2030. So the solution for that was actually meant to collect, to actually enable collection of greenery data, and actually stakeholders for or the people that are in charge of mapping this data are the local governments, local municipalities and local cities in Croatia. We have around 560 cities and municipalities, and ministry decided to provide the tool free of charge for all of them to be able to map all the green area. So the solution was provided for data entry and monitoring, and actually to be able to monitor or actually have on one place some information about projects that are related to green urban renewal strategies. So all of this data that you can see on the screen will be or already in some parts are the part of Green Infrastructure Registry. As I said, the ministry in charge is Ministry of Physical Planning, Construction and State Assets. They already have a physical planning information system with many modules related to special planning and information that they collect. And for example, they provided solution for special planners that is also actually made the similar way as Green Infrastructure Energy. So it's provided to all special planners, and they can use it free of charge to make the new special plans in digital form. Before it was made in analog form. So ministry is in charge. They have physical planning information system. And now I'll go back to the Green Infrastructure Registry project as itself. So the goal was enable initial entry, afterwards maintenance and analysis of green infrastructure data. It was, as I said, made for the whole territory of Croatia. But as you will see, it could be easily modified or reused in any part of Europe with the similar needs. So the goals of these projects were defining the green infrastructure data model first, because there wasn't any existing model that could be easily converted into data layers. So we made that. We actually made the database based on that data model. And afterwards, we made a web application, which is hosted on country cloud or in a shared services center, CDU in Croatian. And it allows all municipalities and the cities to connect via credentials and fill the data in the application. And also there is a public part of the application which anybody who actually has the link can access and check the data that is actually entered into this application. The base of, as I said, the data model, and the base of those categories that are mapped is this green infrastructure topology. It was defined in 23 categories, plus these urban green network coverage of green urban renewal strategies and green infrastructure projects, which are not actually mapping of the greenery, but as I said, it's a representation of some additional data that ministry needs to monitor green projects in the cities. So as you can see, the names or descriptions, but I won't go into much details about each of these. It speaks for itself. If somebody wants to know more about this typology, you can contact me, or I can share afterwards the link for the application, and you can see in the users part, you can see descriptions of all of these categories in details. This slide represents Green Infrastructure Registry on this PPIS system of the ministry. You can see these different modules, as I mentioned before, and one of these is Green Infrastructure Management, Green Infrastructure Registry, which is added recently, and this is the first access point to the registry through this portal. But once you access to this portal, you get this main screen, which represents the look and feel of web application. I'll now go briefly through the parts of the application. I'll try to explain what it actually is showing. So the main part is the map in the middle, and you have different tools. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Okay, so here is the legend with all the colors on the map explained. And also filters where you can actually search or display just only typology or the data that you want to see. Also, you have access to statistics for green infrastructure typology and also for green urban renewal projects. Typology description is also one tab which opens the new window, and there is user's manual, and you can switch languages between Croatian and English. I think most of you already are familiar with GIS applications, so this looks familiar to similar applications that you probably use. The next thing or the next part of the application is actually a dashboard with the statistics of different greenery or different typology inside the registry. So you have actually the statistics of complete build-up area, green infrastructure in different units, so in square meters, square kilometers, hectares, and percentage of the build-up area. So as you remember from the EU law, this should be at least 45% in the next period when we fill up the data. And you have statistics on number of polygons or actually number of trees inside the application or inside the database. Good thing about usage of this is when you have these filters on the left side, you actually refresh this data as just for the selected part. So these numbers will automatically refresh and show you just the selected data summed up based on these criteria. So it's very useful to quick overview of the state of greenery, and also it's very quickly if you have to actually make some reports to authorities or anybody who is actually interested in this data. You can get the data quickly in one place, and you can share it with others. And also the third part is related to statistic on green urban renewal. You here ministry showed the projects that are currently in progress or that are finished, and what is the value of these projects, and which area is actually included in the projects. So it's very also a very useful tool for them to actually monitor progress and in actually state investments in different greenery projects. This is related to the let's say public part, but under the hood or under the user management or credential part is the part where cities and municipalities actually enter the data. So it's a separate application. After you log in, you get this screen with all this typology, and you pick the topic that you want to enter. And after you pick it, the new window opens with the tools to search the existing data and also to fill attribute data related to the new area that you want to enter into the database. After you fill all the data in, so alphanumeric data, you go to the part where you can actually draw the polygon or draw the area. It's a little bit different because this part of the application is reused from the existing application that ministry had for data entry, for graphical data entry. So we integrated with the existing part, and we just enabled for graphic data to be entered and connected to alphanumeric data or attribute data that we entered in the previous window. So that's the part for the entering. At the moment, the ministry is actually conducting education for main users. There are a series of workshops which will go through most part of 2025, when ministry will actually educate all the stakeholders, all the local government, cities and municipalities, how to use this application, and let them go and fill the data into the application. The main concern from the ministry side is would the cities and municipalities participate and fill the data? Ministry will probably engage also additional projects to help those cities and municipalities in the entering data. Maybe they will actually do some remote sensing project, which will enable initial fill of the data, and then the job of the cities and municipalities will be just to verify that data and put that data into the typology according to already mentioned stuff related to that typology. Okay, this is regarding this Green Infrastructure Registry. Is there any questions from your side, or you just want me to show something else?
I think we can go on until the end, and then.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Okay. So the next topic is heat island map. As you know, the big problem is this increase in the temperature in urban areas. I took these graphics from the web, so I have to credit the author. And this describes how actually the temperature in downtown or big urban areas is increasing because of the concrete or man-made cover with a lack of greenery. So we are experiencing a lot of this increase in heat in the urban areas, and we are looking firstly how to actually detect the areas which are affected with this, but also we are trying to test methods and approaches how to actually decrease these temperatures. And one of the tools that we are developing is related to mapping of these heat islands. So the urban areas, as you can see, are hotter 1 to 3 degrees Celsius than surrounding rural areas. And the probable cause are the urban surfaces, pavement, mostly pavement and concrete, which absorb the heat energy. And after, or let's say in the evening, when there is no more additional sun rays or sun present, these pavement and concrete areas actually absorb the heat, and they are releasing it to the environment. Also, the big part of the problem or challenge is urban geometries. So mostly with the high buildings and the buildings of the let's say on the way how we plan and build the houses and the buildings, we actually stop the circulation of wind. And there is also that's also the cause that the heat actually stays in the area and it doesn't go away. Also, with our usual usage of cars, air conditioning units, industrial facilities, we also increase the temperature in the area. And also, what is detected is that there are urban greenhouse effects also present in these areas. So mostly because of no air or not enough air circulation. So the problem actually increases with these causes. And some of this topic is still in research, or how we actually can reduce the heat island effects. But most likely we will help with increase in greenery if we plant more trees where possible. If we actually use some reflective coatings, so the absorption of heat is not that great, or like in concrete and area. So some of research is provided that maybe green roofs or green facades could be solutions. But also in urban planning, when planners actually work on developing or building new cities, maybe they should take in effect some zoning thinking, how to actually maybe make this downtown or urban area, they increase the greenery and green space inside those, and use the different materials during the building. So that's theoretical approach, but as I said, we still have to do much research and much testing to see how to actually increase. I saw some examples in some of the cities where they actually transferred the big roads into green areas, and they have some decrease in the temperature. So maybe that's the approach, but it's not easy to actually go into downtown and now take apart everything and start from the beginning. But on the existing building, as I said, there could be some possibilities of green roofs and green facades as a probable solution for heat islands. This screen represents the city of Zagreb with mapping of solar radiation during 1 year. So you can see how the more red area is, the more of the sun radiation actually goes down to the surface. and the blue area is less affected area. The idea behind usage of this calculation is that we then mask the areas with greenery, and we just leave the streets and leave the parkings, so the concrete area. And you can see that these are the areas that actually absorb heat, and afterwards the heat is emitted back to the area. So these are probable locations where we should do something. So the next thing is okay. This is just to see what is behind. So you can see the aerial image of the roads inside and the parkings in the main square in Zagreb. And if I zoom in a little bit, so this is one example of the area. You can see the big roads, some parking areas, big buildings. And if I show you this radiation layer, you can see which areas are affected. There are some areas with blue that are actually shadows, but also if you use just this screen, also the greenery is inside this. So if you can see here, it's also some red parts, but it doesn't affect the heat island effect as the concrete, because this part actually doesn't absorb heat for a long time. It actually cools off quickly because it's green. But as I mentioned, the concrete area keeps the heat inside and emits it afterwards for a longer period of time. This is the same picture, but I put this sun radiation layer a little bit transparent, just to get the picture. And also, if you look at 3D with no, what's this? Just a second, my screen moved. Can you see?
Yeah, I think it was the last slide, so the presentation closed.
Okay. So let me just quickly start again the presentation. Or Tesla, maybe you can start yours. I'm trying not to.
I have your, so I can share screen.
Okay. I don't know why it went off, and I cannot find it on the screen. It's strange.
Just 1 second. I will share your presentation. If
okay,
you
just go to the last slide with the 3D. I'll stop sharing.
Can you see?
Okay, yeah. So this is my last slide. No, it's not sharing. Maybe something is.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay. So I put also the layer of the 3D. And Tesla, can you move to the next slide? Yeah. Okay. I put some overview of what is actually needed to produce this kind of mapping of the heat islands. So for input data, I'd use digital orthophoto, so it's aerial imagery, either from satellite or from the drones. Also digital surface model to be able to calculate the sun radiation. Land cover for sure to mask the green area and to leave all the concrete area. And as you can also use the building database either 2D or 3D. And once you process that data, you get the solar radiation map and potential heat island area mapped, as you saw on the screens that I showed. And the idea how to build up on this is to actually pick by some criteria some locations where you can put the heat sensors, and you can measure and monitor heat. And after you implement some kind of measures for the reduction of heat islands, you can monitor what is happening afterward. Is there an decrease in temperature, or there is still some effects in the area where we put the sensors. Also, beside that, you can also use the data from satellites that provide actual temperature measurements, but in that case you can monitor the whole area, but still those satellites are not providing the good resolution for the actual heat, because the pixel size is 50-60 meters, and it's not the good enough to actually estimate the heat. Okay, Tesla, next slide. And that's all from my side. So now you can ask me questions, comments. We can go back to slides to if you need to see something in more details.
Okay, thank you so much, Ivan. Really interesting presentation. I leave the floor to questions. We have time for a couple of questions. And yeah, if you also have the chance to later on post the link to the web page, like the public one for the registry, I think it will be really interesting for the audience.
Sure, I will share the link with Carla, and she will distribute this to you. Is it okay?
Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, we have a question from Mosen.
Okay, I'm listening. Or it's in the chat.
No, yeah, hello, thank you. It was very interesting presentation. I was just wondering how we are supposed to use these tools for climate adaptation purposes, and how do you think that it's going to be linked with a possible nature-based solution in the region? For example, it came to my mind that how can we have, because you are a specialist in this area, when you are seeing these heat islands, but at the same time you have a good map of the green infrastructure, does it mean that connection of these two, let's say, data sources can support on developing solutions for those type of heatlands, to see how those green areas can really support for those special areas in the city? So I would be really happy to hear your thoughts around how we can really connect these, let's say, set of data and GIS maps with the solutions and the nature-based solution that we can develop in future, or the one that you are, now have it in your region.
Yeah, thank you. Great question. The idea is to collect all this data about greenery, as you saw, to the registry, but also to create some areas where heat island could actually exist, or could be affecting the temperatures. The GIS is great tool because you can overlap all of this data and make some special analysis and filter or detect possible areas that are more affected than the others, as you already detected that the green area overlapped with the other data that we could greatly help us first in maybe the location of the sensor for the monitoring. And after we start collecting this data from the sensors, if we're talking about the heat measurement. When we implement and we reduce the area the concrete area, we can also map this in the application and see if there is any additional improvement or there is no improvement. If there is no improvement, we should then go and change the approach. But if there is improvement, that could actually lead us to some conclusions and development in and on the right spaces, because in GIS you are talking about the exact locations. So if you monitor something on the exact locations, you see improvement, you know that you're on the right track. And these are the great tools which could actually help you in the monitoring and actually developing some ideas how to address these problems.
Thank you so much, Ivan, for your answer. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, so otherwise the space for Tomislav is too short. But thank you so much for your presentation. And for the people in the audience, if you have questions, you can you can write to us, and then we will direct them to Ivan. Thanks again for joining us and for presenting.
Thank you. Bye.
And now I leave the floor to Tomislav Tesla, who is a GIS consultant at GDI. He's a geographer and GIS analyst. He has 10 years of experience in Esri technologies and a proven track record in providing training, consulting on solution architecture, and managing GIS projects. His main areas of expertise deal with business development of the ArcGIS platform, working on the implementation of GDI products and solution, as well as education and training. So he's providing technical instructions and training for different users on Esri products. And thank you so much, Tomislav, for joining, and the floor is yours.
Thank you for introduction. Hope you see my screen, Energy Atlas City of Zagreb.
Yes.
Okay, great. I'll show you one project that we did with the City of Zagreb. We started this project, start talking about it in 2020, and the project actually started and finished the first phase in the 2021. Why did the City of Zagreb wanted to start with this project? It was already then a lot of talks about climate changes, especially in urban areas, where we can see how they are both mere contributors to greenhouse gas emissions and vulnerable to the effects of climate change, like extreme weathers, rising temperatures. There was also a big topic was increasing in energy consumption with growing population and urbanization. There was much higher demands of energy. Also increased dependence on the import of fossil fuels and their harmful effects on the environment and the economy. Then energy transition is also a challenge that needs to be addressed at all levels of society. So that's why the apartment in Zagreb wanted to identify buildings and city districts that are suitable for energy renovation and the possibility of using renewable energy source. What is actually beneath in the databases of Energy Atlas? It is based on databases of energy and water consumption for households and businesses, and all of it at the building level, covering all networked energy sources from electricity, heat energy, natural gas, and water in the city of Zagreb. And for the period of from 2015 to 2022, on month level. It is ongoing project, so we are now working on the new data that we will receive very soon. How how did actually data that we received look like? So it was a lot of CSV files, a lot of Access databases, Excels. So like I said, data was for all customers of all energy on the household and on the business level. So in the numbers, when we started to work with it, it was we were dealing with more than 120 buildings in the city of Zagreb. We also received an information also in Excel for each flat, each house, each business space. It was more than 400,000 these units, for which we had an information about square meters, which will later be also very important. And we had over 40 million records in this all kind of databases. And with this 40 million records, the challenge was that we needed to define location of each record in the to locate it. The challenge was also that distributors of energy was holding these records as an address. So we knew the address of each record, but we didn't know the exact location. So we needed to geocode it. There was also a challenge where distributors didn't use the official address. So let's say our address is official long, Ulica Matka Baštiana, and distributors often used short name like Baštianova. So for from the database side, it's not the same thing, and that's why we had a lot of manual work to locate this over 40 million records. So when we located every record, we need to overlap it and to see in which building it is located, in which city district it belongs to, which local committee, and then enhance the building layer with the energy value on the monthly level. And in the end, we need to specify energy consumption of the building, so consumption based on the square meters. So after we finished everything, we got this Energy Atlas. Energy Atlas is an interactive tool that connects the spatial characteristic of energy consumption and visually display them within the city. This allows for the identification of energy consumption centers and facilitates better planning and construction of necessary capacities. From the perspective of spatial planning, the Energy Atlas enables the identification of building and city districts suitable for energy renovation and the potential use of renewable energy sources. The data available in the Energy Atlas allows city administrators to better manage and fulfill obligations related to monitor energy consumption and improving energy efficiency in the city of Zagreb. Application is basically dashboard, but it's not just static dashboard in a way of monitoring. It is dynamic. You have a lot of tools that you can use and make great analysis, which I will show you in the next slides. So one of the things that you can do in this dashboard, administrators can select one building or multiple buildings on the map, and you can see all around this map you have a lot of infographics that is calculated on the fly. So for example, we can select one neighborhood and see what are total consumption of each energy for these selected buildings. On the left we have years to select, and on the right and at the bottom we have additional information about these consumptions. At the bottom you can see also how is the consumption of energy sources and the time selection. So if we choose a year on the left corner, let's say we choose, I think here is 2018, we can see all information about this neighborhood based on 2018 year. We can see at the bottom based on monthly consumption, and we can see consumption for households and for businesses. At the bottom, we have additional cards which we can click and see additional information about other energy sources. So on these cards, there are information about gas, about electricity, about water, about heat pump. So all information about these selected buildings, we can see all consumption. We have also possibility to do analysis over several years. So if we choose not 2018 or any year, if we choose all years, we can see what are the trends, especially if we know that some of the buildings got an energy renovation. We can see if there is an impact in this building or in this neighborhood after an energy renovation. There is also an option to make analysis about each city district or a local committee. So on the left, we can choose which city district we want to investigate, click, and also again see all information and do analysis like we did it for the on the building level. We also produced many GIS layers that are enhanced with information about energy. So we produced for each energy source for each year one layer where we can at a glance see information about total consumption for this building. So here you can see for one part of the city of Zagreb, purple buildings are the buildings that consume the most energy. For, let's say, here is a gas, and the green one that consumed the least one. But you can see from this perspective if this building is a small building, 1-floor building, or is it a 10-floor building, let's say. So you cannot see if one building is not energy okay or not. So that's why we produced specific consumption where we divided all square meters for building with energy, and with all of this information we can see that these green buildings consume the least energy per square meters, and they are fine, and this purple and blue one are maybe ready for energy renovation. So with all of this information, the Energy Atlas is not just a monitoring tool, but also a tool for further developing the city energy strategy. So like you see at a glance, you can identify areas that are energy efficient and those that are not, highlighting where energy renovation is most needed. Energy Atlas is also a part of one hub in the City of Zagreb. It is Energy Info Center of City of Zagreb, where we give information to the citizens about three things. One is Energy Atlas, but this Energy Atlas for the citizens are not this I showed you previously. This was for administrators, and here for administrators there are many things that can't go out because of GDPR. There are a lot of information about house consumption energy. So this when we started this project with City of Zagreb, we needed to sign NDA. So that's why we created one Energy Atlas that is for the citizens, where the all information are based on the city district and for local committee. So where they can do the same analysis like administrators, but on a little bit higher level. There is also an application, the energy renovation of public buildings. This application focuses on the comprehensive energy renovation of insufficiently efficient public buildings owned by the City of Zagreb. And with this application, citizens can track how the City of Zagreb is improving the energy efficiency of public buildings like kindergarten, schools, some cultural institutions, etc. And the third one is solar potential of a building. It is also tools where we calculated solar potential for every building in the City of Zagreb, and citizens can click on their roof and can see what is the potential of their building and calculate how much energy can they produce on their roof, let's say in 1 year. With that, here is one message from City of Zagreb. So Energy Atlas City of Zagreb, with better analytic tools, the data available in the Energy Atlas enables the city administrators to improve management and fulfill obligations related to monitoring energy consumption and enhancing energy efficiency in the City of Zagreb. Okay, thank you. I think if you have questions, we have a little bit time more.
Yes, we have. And thank you so much for staying in time. So yeah, we have a question from Ingrid from Wageningen. So the question is, can you see during heat waves which buildings are using more energy for air conditioning or fans? And could that then be related to the green infrastructure in the neighborhood?
Well, we have only information about consumption in this Energy Atlas, but this is we are talking with an office in Zagreb. There are many things that they want to include in this Energy Atlas, but the biggest problem is that all data that came here are not official in the way we don't have official addresses, we don't have official ID of a building, so it's really hard to connect and join things from other offices and other information. Everything is really hard work to put everything on the same level, but this is something that is changing in City of Zagreb. A lot of information, a lot of departments are preparing their data to be more easily connect to others. So I think that in maybe 1 or 2 years we will have much more opportunity to connect many other sources to this Energy Atlas to make even more analysis.
Thank you. And are there any other questions? If not, I have a curiosity. So you mentioned that the data collected, the frequency was monthly, or do you also have hourly access to hourly data of consumption?
No, just we have a monthly consumption. This is something that each energy distributors, so at the end of the year, they gave information to this department of City of Zagreb, information about whole year and for each customers, but based on the month. We don't have sensors to track, to monitor real time. So after the year finished, we got information for the past year, and then we put this information in.
Yeah, that's that I imagine. But with this infrastructure, with this portal, like having the hourly data could also have a great potential also to support the establishment. I was thinking of renewable energy communities. So, but for that you need the hourly data.
The great thing was when we showed this data to energy distributors. So they saw their data in CSV files, in Excels, and when we showed them their data in this way, it opened their eyes. So we have a lot of potential, and maybe to address these distributors to maybe better handle their data. So when they are dealing with customers, okay, fix your addresses, put IDs of ID of an address, so we can easily connect to your data and do better stuffs, and not to have a lot of manual do to prepare data for this energy. So if distributors would prepare their data in, let's say, official way, we would spend, I don't know, maybe 10-20% of preparing data and 80% doing analysis and doing smart things. And now we are, I don't know, maybe 70-80% losing time on preparing data, and 10-20% for some smart things with this data. So
Yeah, it's a massive work, but I see great potential for improving energy efficiency. So thanks
yes,
for leading us through it. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
And
Thank you.
if anyone has other questions, feel free to write in the chat or send us an email, and we will direct them to Tomislav and to Ivan as well for the previous presentation. Before closing, I will quickly show you the next appointments. So just a quick update. So the deadline for delivering for the model regions, the deadline for delivering the deliverable has expired. So please send them to the project coordinator through the email you see. And if you have the chance, also upload them in your work package folder. It's really useful also to share information, and other model regions can see your work. And the next meetings will be, we have 2 other webinars, only one before the end of the year. On December 5th at 12, we will have nature-based solution in Denmark, a presentation from the Odense municipality. And then we will inaugurate the new year on January 16th with the webinar from Alice Pittensen on nature-based solutions in the Skåne region. And with that, I thank you, the participants, the presenters, and I see you December 5th. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.